Hi, friends, and a most pleasant good afternoon to you wherever you may be. Welcome into a Sunday afternoon edition of the Delaware Hockey Network on the 412, presented by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg. We are live from the Gardens Ice House in Laurel, Maryland, just outside the nation's capital. The University of Delaware Blue Hens women's ACHA team, after routing Penn 10-1, looking to string a pair of wins together. They made the trek down I-95 to the home of the University of Maryland Terrapins, who are still looking for their first win of the season after losing to Villanova 7-2 and being swept by the Flames of Liberty at LaHaye last weekend, but coming away with a point as a result of an overtime loss. James Witherite joining you today from the Gardens Ice House. Studio 2 making the trip, and an assist to Matt Facillo rejoining the 412 crew here this afternoon. Matt, the voice of the Maryland Hockey Network, stepping in on camera duty today. He bailed us out in pretty good order back in February when the Delaware Men's Division II team hosted Maryland, and the Blue Hens eked out an overtime win, and Matt was on the call for that the week after in the playoffs when the teams reconvened at the Mid-Atlantic Collegiate Hockey Conference semifinals. It was the Terrapins who ultimately got the last word. The ladies' teams square off here today in Laurel, Maryland in mere moments. Warm-ups have concluded, and it looks like we're going to go straight into game action from the Gardens. Maddie Boyle gets the call for Delaware between the pipes today. She's 0-2-0 on the season with a goals against average of .376 and an .855 save percentage. Big impact from Riley Lemberg, freshman from Ithaca, New York. 5 goals, 3 assists in 5 games played so far this year. Had 2 goals and 3 helpers in the 10-1 win over Penn last Sunday. She, Lena Murto, and Julia Nima will handle starting duties up front for the Blue Hens today. Emma Chaffee and Shaw Downing getting the nod defensively to get things going. Friends, planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years and counting, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. And the Delaware Hockey Network is presented all season long by the law office of Long and Greenberg. If you've been injured on the job or in a car accident, you know how challenging and overwhelming the recovery process can be. That's why having a trusted and caring representative by your side is essential to help you navigate the complex world of workers' compensation and personal injury. The law office of Long and Greenberg will guide you through every step of the process from filing your claim to representing you in hearings and appeals. Call the law office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-LONG to schedule a free consultation. That's 302-466-5664, or visit them online at injuryde.com. Absolutely nothing in the way of opening introductions from the Gardens Ice House, as we do our best to piece everything else together as we go. Delaware in their away blues, moving from left to right. Maryland wearing their breast cancer awareness commemorative pink sweaters, and the challenge that we'll have here in player identification, as none of the Terrapins are wearing their ordinary numbers. Grace Wildberger crosses to the right side, flips the puck off the far glass to lead this Maryland entry. Wildberger chases it down behind the net. Nema tries to take it away from her. Skogsholm working the left corner. Now it comes up to the near half wall, where it's held in at the point again by Wildberger. She gets a shot away, but it's wide, ending up in the far corner. Chaffee converges there with Chloe Sneeringer, and this is cleared out of the Delaware zone. Pursued by Nema at center. She's got support from Riley Lemberg. Lemberg dumps the puck in from just over the blue line. She'll head off. Fresh complement of Blue Hens taking their place. Short shifts early as Jess Pittinello, back in her own zone, strips the puck from the reach of a pursuing Terrapin. That was Eileen Kilkeary wearing number 11 in lieu of her normal 6. Here's a 2-on-2 for the Blue Hens. Pittinello flips the puck just beyond the blue line, up the near side. It rolls to the far corner. Centering pass to Schultz, but she's stonewalled by netminder Sydney Molnar for the Maryland Terrapins, who coming into today has a 0-2-1 record, a 3.41 goals against average, and a save percentage of .926. Schultz in for the attacking zone draw for the Blue Hens far side, across from Elizabeth Braun of Maryland. Braun works the puck to Wanner up the far wall. Holding the point is Schultz. Puck trickles back deep into the far corner of the Maryland zone, where it's recovered by Kristina Karabanova. Losing her footing near side was Wraith. That opens the door for the Hens to pounce again. Wraith recovers. Holding the right point is Bella Donovan. She swats the puck in behind the cage. It caroms to the far corner, maintained by Thrush. Essick posts up net front. Challenge directly. Essick looking for time and space. She feeds to Herzog at the top of the slot, but the puck bounces under her stick and is corralled by Olivia Huddy at center and turned back in to the Maryland zone. Leona Patrick with a net front setup intended for Thrush, but freezing is Sydney Molnar for a pause in play with 1 minute and 55 seconds gone by from the Gardens Ice House, and an enthusiastic crowd turning out for this Sunday afternoon matchup. It's like the Steelers are on a bye week or something. Well, wouldn't you know it? That turns out to be the case. Hens maintain off the attacking zone faceoff. Lemberg, surrounded by pink sweaters, offering resistance to her, was Lena Mastracci. Hill holds the left point. Another carom shot behind the cage. Mastracci out the other way. Works the puck up the near boards, and now it's carried on by Wildberger. Puck flipped across neutral territory, race on for it. This will come back and icing. The release point was before center. And Ella Herzog on her horse won the race to the goal line to give her Blue Hens another attacking zone faceoff. 2.5 minutes gone here from the Gardens. No score to this point. The Schultz-Pittinello-Busey combination on right now, along with Emma Chaffee and rookie Shaw Downing on defense. Busey tied up behind the cage by Kilkeary. This puck is carried up ice and now walked in to the Delaware zone by Wildberger. Her shot was off its target. Busey wrestles for the rebound at the far half wall alongside Sneeringer. Skogsholm controls, works the puck low. In the near corner is Sneeringer. Walking in for the net front chance, that was Hellman. But a kick save by Boyle denies her. One-on-one the other way off the breakout pass to Busey. She backhands the puck after gaining red as she was angled to the far wall by Karabanova. And a dump and change for the Blue Hens is followed by a puck out of play in the Terp zone, but off a Delaware's stick. So this will come outside with 16 minutes and 42 seconds to go. In opening period play, Liana Patrick, another freshman, making a big impact for the Blue Hens, taking and winning the neutral zone draw. You remember Courtney Marino. If you've been in these parts on the Delaware Hockey Network since our inception, Liana Patrick, every bit the same skill set. Small, scrappy, and speedy, and man, has she got a shot. 2-on-2 for the Terps. Braun tries to push through traffic. Getting to the puck in time was Donovan behind her own net. Carrying it up the near side, but held in at the near point by Wraith, at least briefly so for Maryland, before Patrick generates a 2-on-1. The cross-ice pass to Essick didn't connect at the left dot. Essick protecting the puck in the far corner, was bodied off of it, and here the other direction come the Terps in a 3-on-3 counterattack, led by Catherine Wanner up the far wall, but she was pinched into the boards by the back-checking Evie Hill, and forced to slow up. Here's Lemberg! Centering pass to Murto. Shot right into the Brent basket of Molnar. A-grade chance for the Blue Hens. Hill on the follow-up. Takes aim from 35 feet. But that shot was wide and ricocheted off the backboards. Nima to Murto. This one thrown into the blue paint. Lemberg digs the puck free. Tries to jam it in close, but to no avail. Nima again. Trying to set up Murto on the doorstep. This bounces off her stick toward the blue paint surrounding Sydney Molnar, and she covers for the pause with 15:20 to go in a scoreless first period. I apologize. Couldn't get to the cough button in time to spare you that, but a relentless attack from these Blue Hens, setting the tone in the first 5 minutes of this hockey game. Just a matter of the floodgates opening, but you've got to think it's going to be any minute. Schultz, Pittinello, backhand in the slot was wide. Emerging with the puck in the far corner, Grace Carlo. To Hellman. Around to the left side where the point is held by Emma Chaffee. Puck thrown in by Schultz off the near corner boards where Corey Busey is double teamed by a pair of pink sweaters. Busey stick handles and protects. Schultz with the setup from Pittinello. Her shot from close up is good. Delaware's on the board. It was Jess Pittinello, together with Schultz and Busey at 5:18 to give the Blue Hens the early lead. Unfortunately, we don't have the Delaware Sports Medicine instant replay of that first goal. But we can tell you for Pittinello, it was her third of the season, putting the Blue Hens in early control. Can they keep it going? Donovan overpowered by Wildberger. Coming in up the near side, centering pass led to a shot up close from Skogsholm, and that's tipped up into the netting by Maddie Boyle for a break in the action with 5.5 minutes gone from the Gardens Ice House. Faceoff comes to the right of Boyle, who's only been required to make a couple saves to this point in the hockey game. Reynoso protects the left point. Boyle lunges over a loose puck as it bounces off the end boards. And that forces another stoppage and takes a few seconds off the clock. Fresh complement of Blue Hens. Joining Skogsholm in the circle is Liana Patrick. Delaware rolling 3 lines today. Head coach Ken Deming dressing 10 forwards. The 9 we've seen already, along with freshman Julia Janowski. Downing Chaffee, Huddy, Donovan, Hill, and Herzog, the half-dozen defenders. Another 2-on-1 started by Patrick, but the cross-ice pass to Essick didn't connect. Herzog holds the right point. She lunges for the puck as it bounces off a Maryland stick. Hands are drawn back into neutral territory. Evie Hill, the Michigander, leads the re-entry up the right wing boards. Herzog working 10 feet inside the line. Tried to backhand the puck in deep, but out come the Terrapins the other way. This is Wildberger. Angled to the near side by Pitnello mid-zone. She was forced to carom the puck in deep to the far side. Lots more time and space to work with in the far corner, but Herzog turns it back the other way. Schultz clears the zone. Wildberger recovers at center. She gets some help from Skogsholm in the neutral zone. Skogsholm leads the re-entry. Wildberger pursues as Hill takes her time to reset behind the Delaware goal. We're coming to the 7-minute mark of the first period. From the Gardens Ice House in Laurel, Maryland, Delaware with a 1-0 lead thanks to Jess Pitnello's 5:18 goal, with some help from Schultz and Busey to get it done. It was a gritty goal, but they all count the same. Shot from Braun, lining up for the chance of the slot, cleared the crossbar. Pitnello, after being fed the rebound by Schultz, chips it off the near dashers, and the Hens change as this re-entry is led by Braun up the near side for Maryland. Centering pass intended for Wanner was intercepted. Nima to Lemberg. Lemberg gets tied up in neutral territory. Puck ends up 20 feet inside the Maryland zone. It is cleared out by number 23, Christina Karabanova. Turned back in from center, and this will be called offside with 12:13 to go in opening period play, and Delaware up 1-0. If you've been injured on the job or in a car accident, you know how challenging and overwhelming the recovery process can be. That's why having a trusted and caring representative by your side is essential to help you navigate the complex world of workers' compensation and personal injury. The Law Office of Long and Greenberg will guide you through every step of the process, from filing your claim to representing you in hearings and appeals. Call the Law Office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-LONG to schedule a free consultation. That's 302-466-5664, or pay them a visit online at injuryde.com. 11:45 to go in the first period. Blue Hens have controlled the tempo of this game and have just been relentless in the attacking zone, getting the lead 5:18 into this first period by way of a gritty net front goal from Jess Pitnello. Mastracci enters the Delaware zone, but only just before being angled into the far dashers. Julia Janowski pursues a loose puck in over the Maryland line. Trying to protect was Patrick at the right point, swatting at the puck, but ultimately to no avail. Stretch pass up the middle from out of the Maryland zone. Again, player identification a challenge given the lack of sleeve numbers on the Maryland sweaters, and also given that every Maryland player except for one is wearing a number other than their programmed number in their published roster in various league resources, including ACHAhockey.org. So number changes galore. No sleeve numbers. We're a bit on the slow side with player ID, but we'll try to paint the picture for you as best we can. The good news, we've got help from Matt Facillo to paint the picture for you in a more literal sense this afternoon. And we're glad to have him back with us on the 4-1-2 as the Delaware Blue Hens head back behind enemy lines with another attacking zone draw coming their way courtesy of Maryland icing. The Schultz-Pitnello-Busey line, backstopped by Huddy and Donovan. On currently, Busey wrestles the puck away from Kilkerry. Schultz double-teamed high across to Bella Donovan. She flips the puck off the backboards. Now the umbrella collapses. Schultz tries to skate between Terps. couldn't do so and maintain the puck. Huddy gave it away after protecting the left point. The advancing pass up the right wing boards finds Skogsholm, but she was outnumbered by the Delaware backcheckers. We are halfway through the first period with Delaware up 1-0 over the Maryland Terrapins. Some fancy stick work from Sam Schultz enabled her to beat the forechecking pressure of Lauren Wraith. She gained center before the dump and change. Wraith the other way. Advances the puck up the left dots to Elizabeth Braun. Braun kept wide by Herzog on her way in, and we've got our first penalty of the game. We'll see what the official call is here. Looks to be too many players on the ice against the Blue Hens. And that brings us to our first Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. Of the afternoon. Schedule your first cleaning today by visiting DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Patrick, Schultz, Hill, and Herzog, the quartet of Blue Hen penalty killers. Kilcurie works the right point. Back it comes to Kilcurie from Hellman. Wildberger in the far corner. Fans on the puck. Hill takes it away. The fans want a trip. They're not going to get it. Looked like Hill drew a tripping penalty. We should be 4-on-4. If the Delaware faithful's assessment of the situation indeed was correct. In any case, play continues on unabated. Kilcurie again from the right point. Slaps the puck behind the cage. Poor contact on it from Steeringer behind. Patrick doing well to block shot lanes. There one came in from an awkward angle. Boyle for the save, denying Wildberger. And the Hens clear with half of the bench minor for too many players having expired. Olivia Huddy patrolling the blue line, fires the puck clear again. So far, two clears on this kill. Always a good sign. And nearly a failed breakout pass as Pitnello reached in to disrupt Braun. That enabled Huddy to get to the puck again. It's taken away by Lena Murto. Here she comes, one-on-one. Murto, after stripping the puck at the blue line from Karabanova, generated that attack, but was driven to the far corner on her way into the Maryland zone. Huddy clears a third time. She's been a strong component of the second wave of this Delaware PK. 3 strong clears, all off the stick of the New Yorker. Hens back to full strength. The drop pass to Wraith up the near side, failed. Murto keeps play in neutral territory. Lemberg pursues. Reynoso tries to hit a cross-ice pass to Wanner, but it's taken away and sent off ice where Riley Lemberg leaves it to Nima at the top of the left circle. Nima, swarmed by Terrapins from all angles, saw her passing and shooting options limited pretty quickly, and Lemberg recovers in neutral ice again. Herzog up the right dots to Nima. Zone is gained. Nima left the puck at the far half wall where Lemberg trailed her. It's caromed around to Hill, walking in up the left dot, up the left side of the goal line, I should say. Backhand chance after coming out the near side was off its angle. Lemberg can't protect the puck. Essick at the half wall is stripped of it too after her failed attempt to maintain. Victoria Bush turned play into neutral ice. 6.5 minutes to go in the first period. Delaware's got a 1-0 lead over the Terrapins of the University of Maryland. Hill winds up, finds Thrush from behind her own goal. Cross-ice pass. Essex got a one-on-one. Essex splits the wickets, lost control of the puck. And play is whistled dead as lunging was Sydney Molnar to try to cover. The low official lost sight of it, and that's what gave us the stoppage in play. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years and counting, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. Six minutes to go. An opening period play. And Corey Busey, trailed by a pair of defenders, came crashing in quickly, got a shot away. It was turned aside by Molnar, but she did draw the penalty. And she was herded into the end boards. And with 5 minutes and 37 seconds to go in opening period action, the Blue Hens are going on their first Carl Dubé power play of the afternoon. Find the perfect something special for your someone special. Go on the advantage with Carl Dubé Jewelers on Concord Pike in Wilmington. In Delaware for diamonds, it's Dubé. Waiting for the penalty time to be posted on the scoreboard here at the Gardens. You can hear the chatter from the crowd. No organ to drown them out. Not here anyway. There we go. Now we're set. As the Hens try to double up with their first power play of the afternoon. Downing couldn't hold the zone. On the feed to just over the line. So this will come back into neutral territory with 5 seconds gone on this Carl Dubé power play. Downing pursued by Braun. Breaks out to Schultz across to Pitnello. Pitnello fans on the puck but finds Corey Busey. Patrick splits defenders, but she's hauled into the near corner. Nearly lost her footing after Braun drove her into the corner dashers. Downing again bobbles just above the line. She pulls back, and the Hens will reset in neutral. Braun failed to clear. Schultz protected the puck from her, but Wraith drives play back into the Delaware zone. Liana Patrick puts on the brakes behind her own goal. 4:50 to go in the opening period from the Gardens. Just over a minute left on this first Delaware power play opportunity of the day, and here's a 2-on-2. Pitnello was steered to the far corner by Karabanova. She's working together with Murto. Now down low. Back to Pitnello it comes. Hill posts up net front. Herzog takes aim from the left point. Puck took an awkward bounce off a Maryland stick, recovered by Hill, but she had to chase it in the near corner. So Murto cycles to the net front position. Hill comes back to the dot. Rebound chance from Nema rang off the post, and the net was dislodged as players from both sides come barreling in with 4:14 to go in the first period. And we're going to take you to the Delaware Sports Medicine replay to see how this all unfolded. Nema off the rebound shot. Found the post. And then the commotion chasing down the puck from there. Led to the net coming dislodged, and bodies to pile in the blue paint, ultimately to no avail. Murto's going to go for interference. If we look real close net front, Murto got tied up with Reynoso battling for net front position. And Murto was ruled to have crossed the line. With 4:05 to go in opening period play. So we are now 4-on-4 for the next 28 seconds before the Blue Hens head back to the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. Schultz, Huddy, Pittinello, and Downing. Further communication between the on-ice and off-ice officials. This has been a recurring trend in the first period. Things look to be okay. A double minor against Murto. Potentially unsportsmanlike conduct on the way back. 8 seconds left on the even strength. Emma Strachey is sent deep into the Maryland zone, stripped of the puck by Schultz. She couldn't split defenders on her way into the cage, but she maintains. Race back into the neutral zone for a loose puck. Riley Lemberg from Ithaca, New York, getting to it. Downing back in her zone. This is the start of a lengthy Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill for the Blue Hens. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Puck out of play in the Delaware zone with 3:08 to go. Gives us a chance to catch our breath. And a chance as well to consider making a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of our next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware, not far from Fred Rust Arena. The Skating Club of Wilmington, the Patriot Ice Center, and Premier Orthopedics Iceworks can cater your next group event, offering pulled pork, brisket, barbecue chicken on a daily basis, and a variety of sauces and sides that are sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont, open Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch, or to place a catering order, call 302-439-4937 or visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. 30 seconds left on the first minor. 2.5 minutes to go in the first period. Delaware with a 1-0 lead over the Maryland Terrapins. Karabanova held the point, shot in from the half wall, and Wanner, or so it appeared, was caught and held by Boyle for the pause. 2:19 to go. Braun and Schultz take the draw to Boyle's left. Winding up from the point was Karabanova. Puck ends up behind the cage. Huddy backhands it free. Chipped by Schultz off the far boards, and she generates a 2-on-1 together with Pittinello. They've got to hurry, though. A pair of back checkers were fast on their heels. Pittinello steered to the near corner. Leaves the puck to Huddy at the right point. Countering was Reynoso, hustling to the far corner to try to play the puck around off the Karam shot. Schultz put the pressure on her. Huddy recovers. She waits for everyone to tag up before flipping the puck back in behind the Maryland goal again. Final 100 seconds of the first period. Final 95 seconds on the Murto double minor. Reynoso clears up the far side. Pittinello sends the puck back in up the left wing boards. It's walked through neutral ice by Reynoso. Turned in the rest of the way by Skogsholm. Wildberger's shot from 35 feet right into Boyle's pads. Minute to go on this Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. 1 minute remaining in the period. As nobody said except us. On net front scrum, and Boyle's got the last word. Maddie Boyle coming up with a couple rapid-fire saves as the Maryland umbrella collapsed. And the cheers from the Delaware faithful. Maddie Boyle takes a quick breath and play continues on in the last minute of the second period. And we're going to go 4-on-4. Chloe Sneeringer is off for a trip. Officially recorded at 19:18 in the first period. 4-on-4 for 36 seconds, and then the Hens will head back to the Carl Dubé power play for the last 5 seconds of the first period and over a minute to start the second. Hill angled into a non-existent opening by Mastracci in the far corner. Emerges up the near side to protect the puck. Herzog with a hard shot from the right half wall. It was sticked away by Molnar. Nima held the opposite side, but turned the puck over. 10 seconds to go in opening period action from the Gardens Ice House. Liana Patrick races down the puck deep in her own zone. She's got support from Ella Herzog, but her options are limited as the opening period comes to its conclusion. 20 in the books. The Delaware Blue Hens take a 1-0 lead to this abbreviated first intermission. We'll be back in just a couple minutes on the DHN.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Welcome back to the Gardens Ice House. Welcome back to the Delaware Hockey Network, presented by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg. Second period about to get underway with the Delaware Blue Hens, thanks to Jess Pittinello, leading 1-0 through that opening frame. To start the second, these Blue Hens, who will be traveling from right to left in their away blue sweaters, will have a minute and 20 seconds on the Carl Dubé power play. Find the perfect something special for your someone special. Go on the advantage with the help of Carl Dubé Jewelers on Concord Pike in Wilmington. In Delaware, 4 diamonds. It's Dubé, and the second period is underway. Pittinello, Busey, Patrick, Schultz, and Downing, the 4+1 on this attack. Shaw Downing works center point. The puck trickles beyond the reach of Patrick. Busey can't backhand it. Back into the clear. Schultz stick handles. Cross ice feed to Patrick. She's got time and space. Drop back to Downing, but she lost the line a third time. A poke check from Lena Mastracci sends Downing back deep into her own zone with 45 seconds gone in the second period. Breakout was nearly intercepted by Wraith. There the Hens generate a shot to no avail. Rebound contested in the near corner. Pitnello tries to flip the puck beyond the reach of Reynoso. Pitnello held up at the near half wall. Downing steps up to try to offer aid, but Lauren Wraith risks the puck hard out of Maryland territory up ice where Riley Lemberg recovers. Final seconds of this Carl Dubé power play tick away with the Hens unable to pad their 1-0 lead. Lemberg behind the cage. Surveys her options. She's triple teamed on her way out the right side to Herzog. Back to Lemberg it comes. To Thrush in the corner. Thrush confronted. Puck is tipped loose by Wanner and the race is on. Wanner's got a breakaway. Herzog pursues. Wanner and Boyle slams the door. Yes, sir. Maddie Boyle comes up big with the pressure on. Catherine Wanner with this breakaway from Red. Got a good length and a half jump on Ella Herzog. But the wrist shot from inside the left dot, not too hard for Maddie Boyle to handle it all. It stays 1-0. Nima's backhand fails to clear the zone as Kilkiri protects. Centered, Lemberg strips the puck from the reach of Lauren Wraith. The battle for possession continues behind the net. Emerging is Wanner. She sets up a shot from Wraith at the top of the circle. That's blocked down in heavy net front traffic. Hellman denied by Nima. She's on a breakaway. Nima, the other direction, shot. Saved by Molnar. With two pursuers behind her. Julia Nima comes in to within 15 feet, tried to pick the top corner, but Sydney Molnar read that shot just as beautifully as Boyle did on the other end, and we stay 1-0 with 2:18 gone in the second period. Schultz in for the attacking zone faceoff for the Blue Hens. She finds Huddy at center point. Puck taken away from her by Grace Carlo of the Terrapins. She stepped up to make the block on the long shot attempt. Karabanova's backhand didn't work the puck up ice for the Terps. Pitnello drives it back below the Maryland goal. It comes back to Yusra Hussein, who fails to clear. Holding the right point was Bella Donovan for the Hens. The second time clears. Huddy chased down by Ashley Hill. Now generates space, couldn't connect with Essick on the breakout. This recovered at center and launched back into the Delaware side by Mastracci. The Logsdon Pavilion, but the Gardens Ice House, certainly one of our favorite road barns to make the trip to, and Billy Carr and his crew are always incredibly hospitable, and we can't thank them enough from the bottom of our hearts. Morgan Thrush tries to wrestle the puck free from traffic net front of the Delaware end. We're just past 4 minutes in the second period. We will adjourn for a proper second intermission following the next 15 and a half minutes of hockey. And Delaware generating an odd woman rush now, led by Thrush, gains the Maryland zone. Thrush splits defenders to try to chase down the puck. She's plastered by Mastracci. The Delaware fans want a body checking call, but they're not going to get it. Lemberg, net front backhand, right into the blocker of Molnar, who dropped to the butterfly right in that moment. Herzog other way. Stick save from Molnar denies her. Crossing over to the near half wall to hold the rebound, it is Hill. Hill cycles to Busey. She puts one on a tee, net front. The shot from Schultz clears the crossbar, and she's cross-checked out of the slot by Wildberger. That one allowed to go on too. So there's been physical play from both sides, and Herzog was blocked at the top of the zone by number 27, Chloe Sneeringer. But the Hens' counterattack comes in just as rapidly. Busey's shot saved by Molnar, and some post-whistle extracurriculars draw the ire of the Blue Hens fans once again. There it was, as Pitnello gets cross-checked after the whistle into the goal. After the Terps cleared, Huddy found Busey up the near side of the neutral zone, but the Hens couldn't re-enter cleanly. Pitnello, double-teamed in front of the scorer's table, dumps the puck into the far corner of the Maryland zone, where Wraith recovers, and this is wristed free. Braun off the breakout feed from Wanner is outnumbered on her way into the Delaware end. Playing the body on her was Julia Janowski in the far corner, but still Braun was able to flip the puck toward Maddie Boyle's office. Boyle freezes for the pause with 13 minutes and 57 seconds to go in the second, and Delaware clinging to a 1-0 lead. They've had chances to pad it, a couple of them in the first 6 minutes of the second period, but ultimately, Sydney Molnar making life pretty difficult for the Blue Hens on the whole. Solid net minding on both sides of this ice. Emma Chaffee floats the puck in up the left wing boards, stopping just shy of the blue line. Patrick was angled off her feet. And Chaffee at center. After the Terps cleared, will try again. Julia Janowski pursued by Karabanova. Karabanova won the race to the puck, and she will walk it up ice. Patrick swats it out of her control. A little bit of a hesitation on the part of Maryland, and Lemberg forces a rolling puck back in to the Terrapins' end. Another poor clear. Herzog able to get to the puck at center, but it was taken away from her as she tried to flip it back into the Maryland zone. Skogsholm was pickpocketed at the left dot after generating an attack. Here's Murto heading a 2-on-1. Murto and Nima together. Lena Murto takes the shot herself, but it's blockered into the near corner by Molnar. Lemberg holds down the rebound to Murto. Worked up to the left point on Evie Hill. Hill lines up a shot from downtown D.C., but it's stick to the far corner by Molnar. Protected by Lemberg. Now double-teamed is Lemberg. She throws the puck through the low slot. It ricochets off the near wall into the control of Julia Nima. Nima double-teamed high. This Maryland swarm doing well to limit Blue Hen attacking opportunities. The breakout much better today than it was late last season, that's for sure. The Delaware team getting a lot stronger in that respect, but they've only got a goal to show for it with 28 minutes gone here in this Sunday matinee. Pitnello leads a 2-on-3 after intercepting a failed Maryland breakout. Donovan holds the right point. Pitnello got a 1-on-1. Trailing her was Schultz after the blocked shot. Schultz's secondary chance was offline. She got it back. Bella Donovan at the right point to Schultz. Centering pass. Pitnello off the pads. Busey scrapping for the rebound puck net front. But plenty of commotion net front awaits too. And this will be walked out of harm's way by the Maryland Terrapins, namely Grace Wildberger. Wildberger pinched by Huddy in the far corner. Sits, looks at the official. No, it's been physical both ways. The standard of this game has been established, and that's well within the bounds of those established standards. Wildberger heads off. Pitnello gets tripped in front of her own bench as the puck goes out of play. And the face-off will be spotted in front of the Maryland bench with 10 minutes and 53 seconds to go in period number 2 of a 1-0 Delaware lead. Friends, if you're like me, healthy living is important. A Delaware trash can cleaning can help you and your family stay healthy at home with periodic sanitization and disinfecting of your trash and recycling bins. Visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com today to schedule your first cleaning. The Essex shot from 30 feet. Held on to by Molnar. Attacking zone draw coming up for the Hens to Molnar's right. Liana Patrick, the center on this third line. Flanked by Essex and Morgan Thrush. Chaffee holds the left point. Essex throws the puck net front. Patrick bodied down low, and Thrush steps in to have a few words with Maryland's number 17, was it Lauren Wraith? You don't hear these words often in collegiate women's hockey, but man, is it getting chippy. Patrick dusts herself off. Takes the face-off. Essex to her aid. Throws the puck in. She levels Kilkiri in that battle for position. This comes round near side. This is one of those days we need a Shannon McDermott shoulder check. We know McDermott could throw plenty of check in her day. But that's the kind of physicality that these two teams have brought to the ice this afternoon. Murto, the recipient of the breakout pass from Thrush. She stays on her feet while Kilkiri challenged. This is cleared, recovered by Hill at center. Murto still offside, so no further attack could be made by the Blue Hens. That enables Braun to work up ice near side and Wraith to throw the puck into the near corner. Recovered by Murto. Lemberg angled off her path to the puck by Karabanova. And this is frozen under the glove of Sydney Molnar with 9 minutes and 28 seconds to go. In the second period, Delaware with a 1-0 lead over Maryland from the Gardens Ice House. The chances are there, but just a little more tenacity being shown by the Terps in the low slot has kept this lead 1-0. Herzog angled Karabanova out of her intended path to the net. Puck thrown in from the corner, frozen by Boyle. And the Hens will have to work to get out of their own zone with 9:06 to go. Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. So how do you get your voice above the fray? 412 Communications has myriad solutions to build bridges between your brand and its clientele. Broadcast to social, print to digital. The 412 team will put their 40-plus years of experience to work for you. East Coast, West Coast, and everywhere in between. Let's talk about how to get you noticed. Visit us at 412communications.com today. Huddy from the Delaware zone across to Donovan. She advances the puck up the right wing boards toward Jess Pittinello over red, but it's stolen by Skogsholm and a one-on-one the other way. Skogsholm's shot from the left dot, turned aside by Boyle. Skogsholm gets her own rebound. Busey couldn't clear this, thrown in from distance by Mastracci, but it pinballs in at front traffic away to the corner again. Skogsholm throws this puck net front. Donovan scraps for it. She got tied up with Wildberger, and clearing is Pittinello the other way. Busey tips the puck into the Maryland zone. Out of the crease is Molnar to swat it free. Corey Busey off her backhand, just held the left point. She was drawn briefly over the line, but play continued onside. But the Hens are outnumbered on the re-entry. 8 minutes to go in the second period from the Gardens Ice House. Thrush risks the puck up the far dashers. In behind the cage, Liana Patrick got to it. Patrick bodied off the puck by Mastracci. Coming to Patrick's aid was Essex, but she couldn't set up Downing at the left point. Boyle's going to stay in the crease. Shaw Downing sweeps back. She pushes the puck up the far wall. Liana Patrick with time and space. There's no icing here. It's waved off. Remember, we're under the NCAA rulebook. So hybrid icing, not the automatic icing of the USA Hockey book. Essick had time only briefly in the low slot, but ultimately the Maryland backcheck took away the shot opportunities, and Sydney Molnar freezes the puck with 7:15 to go in the second period. Delaware stuck in neutral with this 1-0 lead. Can Lemberg do something about it? Well, she wins the attacking zone faceoff. Back it comes to Lemberg from Herzog. Murto couldn't weave one through traffic from 25. Here's Hill. Slapper from center. Stick to the near side by Molnar. Terps clear. Herzog with help from Hill recovers at center. Hill rings the puck behind the cage to the near corner of the Maryland zone. Stepping up is Nima to engage Karabanova. Karabanova gets a stick check and is separated from the puck in the near corner. Now Nima's got it tied up. Murto tries to dig it free, but Nima steamrolls her way to the far side where more space avails. Lemberg pinches through to recover the puck from Karabanova, who briefly had possession but not quite control. The Lemberg shot from distance lay loose in the blue paint, and Molnar sprawls over for the pause and play with 6:18 to go. In the second period, Delaware still up just 1-0 over the Maryland Terrapins. Early goal from Jess Pitnello, which came 5:18 into the first period. All the Blue Hens have to show for the first 33 minutes and 42 seconds of this contest. First of two meetings this season between the Hens and the Terrapins in this Delaware Valley College Hockey Conference Women's Division II 23-24 season. They'll meet again later in the fall, and we'll have that for you on the Delaware Hockey Network on the 412. From the warmth of Fred Rust Arena. As much as the Gardens is one of our favorite barns to travel to, as the old saying goes, there's no place like home. We've got a player down below the Maryland goal. That is Corey Busey, who either play was migrating up ice, so we didn't get a clean look as to what happened. She either blew a tire or who knows. We've got a woman down. Corey back up on her feet. And she skates off on her own power. Well, this is timely. Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes like me, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal best and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more. Here's Thrush. She shoots right into the breadbasket of Sydney Molnar, who holds for the pause. Right off the faceoff. Centering pass to Thrush. She had a breakaway from 30 feet in. But Molnar had the last word, keeping this a 1-0 hockey game. Solid net minding on both sides. The story of this day. 2-on-2 for the Terps. And Boyle slams the door on Skogsholm. Another Delaware Sports Medicine replay coming up. The replay machine getting a lot of work, showing failed breakaways galore, as Sydney Molnar and Maddie Boyle have very much been the stars of this hockey game. Face off to Boyle's right. Julia Janowski stepping in to join Essick and Patrick on this line. Another Boyle save, another face-off coming to her right. Braun and Patrick. Evie Hill intercepts the puck in the low slot, and she generates a 2-on-2 for the Hens. Hill pinched to the near half wall by Kilkiri. Circles behind the net, the reinforcements come in. Hill tries to loft one off her backhand from the inside hash mark of the far circle. This is recovered amid a two-a-side battle for the rebound behind the cage by Maryland's Elizabeth Braun. Patrick with the stick check, Hill on the re-entry. She steered to the far side, she walks in. She tried to deke past Kilkiri on the doorstep, but lost the puck in close as she switched over to the backhand. 4.5 minutes to go in the second period. Hens up 1-0 over the Terrapins. Janowski and Kilkiri in the left corner. Kilkiri stood her ground. Braun collides with a blue hand. That opens the door for Murto the other way. Shot was wide. Nema chasing down the rebound got taken down. Fans want to call. They're not going to get it. Nema on the doorstep. Can't slam the puck past. Another beautiful Sydney Molnar save with 3:51 to go in the second period. Not for lack of chances on this Delaware side. They've generated plenty of net front action, but Sydney Molnar has held her ground impressively the whole way. 2-on-2 for Maryland on the counterattack. Trying to jam the puck in close. Initially it was Karabanova, before another dust up at 178 feet away. Karabanova with the initial shot, and then it just got messy in the blue paint from there after Boyle froze the puck and held on for dear life with all she had. Face-off moves near side. Hill and Schultz. Thrush pursues the puck. Wanner keeps it in the neutral zone. Downing slams it off the near boards. Tipped by Thrush. No, this is offside. Offside past the rule. Downing had not gained center, so this is going to come back above the Delaware line. Skogsholm and Schultz took the face-off. Chaffee leaves it across to Downing. Pittinello couldn't connect with Schultz on the touch pass. And this is brought back by Aliana Skogsholm the other way. Flip to Mastracci. She throws the puck into net front congestion. And it comes back to the far half wall. Sneeringer stripped of the vulcanized rubber by Shaw Downing, who plays it behind her own net. Chaffee lofts it clear. Emma Chaffee punching up the near boards. Drives the puck back behind the Maryland goal, where Mastracci takes her time. A fresh set of Hens come onto the ice. And the forward-checking Julia Nema creates the D-zone turnover. She puts on the brakes. She tries to go top shelf. Reaching up for the glove save is Sydney Molnar with 2:22 to go in the second period. Delaware controlling the pace. but they've yet to figure out Sidney Molnar beyond that Jess Pitnello goal early in the first. The Lemberg-Murto-Nima line staying on for the Hens for the attacking zone faceoff. Huddy holds the left point. While double teamed high, Huddy chips the puck off the near wall beyond the reach of Murto. Mastracci recovers for the Terps. Donovan could not hold the point. Murto back in her zone to Bella Donovan. She slams the puck beyond Wraith's reach. Right in front of the Maryland bench. We're down to the final minute 45 in the second period. Delaware 1-0. They've had a fruitless second period despite chances galore. Lemberg tried to set one on a tee for Nima net front. Nima got tangled up, couldn't get stick on puck. Final 90. Nima could not hold the zone. Mastracci clears. Now 75 to go. Hill finds Lemberg on the breakout, but Lemberg's outnumbered in front of the Maryland bench. She drops the puck back to Julia Nima. Lots more space availed here. Across to Murto, who off her backhand dumps the puck into the Terp zone with 1 minute remaining in the period. Janowski steals the puck at center, throws it in, and Molnar covers for the pause with 49 to go in the second. And Delaware generating yet another attacking zone faceoff. As mentioned, we will go to a proper second intermission. As soon as this period concludes. Evie Hill can't weave one through heavy net front traffic from center point. Hill chases down her own rebound. She stick handles to the mid slot, trying to get a shot around Karabanova, who was bodied down. Hill again. Puck is loose in front. Patrick slams at it, but again, Sidney Molnar freezes for the last word with 26 seconds to go. Beautiful chance here for the Blue Hens. Liana Patrick net front. Hill with the shot off the pads of Molnar, and she freezes before Liana Patrick can dig that rebound out and turn it into a second Delaware goal. 26-2. Patrick wins the draw. This puck is cycled by Herzog to Hill. Redirect from Patrick fails. Patrick to Janowski in the slot. This one frozen again. 15.9 to go in the second period. The close-up chances come raining down on Sidney Molnar, but save for the one early in the first, she has answered every call to this point. Herzog from high backhands the puck off the corner boards. Hill steps up from the half wall to keep play low. Patrick to Janowski net front. Herzog holds off the failed clear. Last second shot will not go, and that does it for the second period from the Gardens. 40 minutes in the books. The Delaware Blue Hens will take a 1-0 lead to the dressing room after an eventful but fruitless second period. This is the Delaware Hockey Network on the 412.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Welcome back into the Delaware Hockey Network on the 412, presented by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg. Well, we did have a second intermission, but no flood of the ice. We're right back at it for third period action between the Delaware Blue Hens women's team and the Maryland Terrapins in this Delaware Valley College Hockey Conference regular season matchup. Only one common opponent between these two so far, the Villanova Wildcats. Delaware lost to Villanova 4-3, one of their two one-goal losses this season. That was 2 weeks ago, whereas Maryland lost to the Cats 7-2, a completely different tale. before their pair of defeats to Liberty in Lynchburg, Virginia last weekend. James Witherite joining you here on the Delaware Hockey Network on the 412. Due to connectivity at the Gardens, we are only streaming in standard definition today, but the third period is underway. With the Blue Hens in their away blue sweaters, traveling left to right in the third period. Maryland, if you're just joining us, in their commemorative pink breast cancer awareness sweaters. A Lemberg shot from the left dot was turned aside by Molnar. Terps moving right to left. And player identification, something of a struggle today, with everyone wearing a number different than their program number and no sleeve numbers on the Maryland side whatsoever. Skogsholm off the give and go. The feed from Wildberger resulted in a shot from 35 feet, which was wide. Wildberger again. Boyle foils her with 47 seconds in the books in the third period. Schultz and Braun took the draw to the left of Matty Boyle. Schultz finds Thrush. And interference is signaled 1 minute and 2 seconds into the second period. Into the third period, and Emma Chaffee's going to head off. As chippy as the second period got in places, Chaffee goes for interference here. And the Blue Hens head to the Delaware Trash Can Cleaning penalty kill. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Reynoso's pass up the left wing boards intercepted by Shaw Downing. Olivia Huddy winds up. She was a major component to the Blue Hens' first penalty kill. And here she sent play back into neutral ice. Paving a way to the net was Braun, but she was angled by the back-checking Downing out of position. Hens clear. Reynoso recovers. Patrick the forechecker. Reynoso's cross-ice pass bounces off the cap rail into the Terps bench. And play is whistled dead with 18:22 to go in regulation. Maryland on the power play for another 84 seconds. And the Blue Hens with a face-off just above the Maryland line. And a 1-0 lead to try to preserve and pad. Murto swatted the puck from center point beyond Mastracci's reach. And that forced the Terps back deep into their own end. Here's Skogsholm up the left wing boards. Drop past Mastracci from distance. And Boyle sprawls over the puck for the stop with 18:04 to go. Good movement up the left side from the Terps to gain the zone here on the Delaware Sports Medicine replay. Skogsholm to Wildberger. Back to the point. Lena Mastracci ultimately with the shot. And Boyle coming up with yet another 10-bell save. Here's Hill, one-on-one the other way. Evie Hill with support from Murto joining the play. Centering pass intended for Lena Murto swatted away. Herzog holds the right point, rolls the puck low. It's chased down by both Mastracci and Hill in the far corner. Wildberger gets a stick on it before Pittinello can corral the puck at center point. Pittinello nearly took it away, but Skogsholm walks it back in, this time up the right side for the Maryland Terrapins with 2.5 minutes gone in the third period. A long shot from distance covered by Boyle. A net front scrum. Boyle struggling to get back on her feet. Being bodied down was Pittinello. She's slow to get up. This shot comes in from an awkward angle off the stick of Kristina Karabanova. And Boyle rebounds for another glove save. That shot not on goal. But the freeze from Matty Boyle enables the Hens to get some fresh legs on and regroup and try to turn momentum back in their favor with 10 seconds left on this Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. Karabanova couldn't hack the puck down. Here's Lemberg. Lemberg on a 2-on-0, centering to Nima. Shot, no! Molnar with the last word, and the faceoff will come outside the line as the net was dislodged, and the chain reaction started by Julia Nima. The ruling on the ice to force the face-off above the line. 16:56 to go. Delaware back to full strength off the Chaffee interference minor. Karabanova from the far corner. Starts the chain up ice for Maryland. Huddy got steamrolled by Braun crashing the net, but she lost control of the puck in close. Lemberg recovers, Braun takes it back away. Huddy ties her up in the far corner. This coming in from Wanner. Played net front. Backdoor pass never materialized. Nima took the puck away from Wraith, who posted up on the doorstep. Shaw Downing can't escape traffic to clear. Nima off her backhand recovers. She takes her time, and she stick handles back into neutral territory. Terps swarm on her over the center logo, and this is brought back in by Wanner. Wanner is steered by Lemberg to the far corner. They converge on the puck, and Maryland maintains control. Reynoso from left point saw her shot from distance blocked away. Hens clear and change. 15:45 to go in regulation. Stretch pass to no one. Corralled by Evie Hill. Partial changing of the guard for the Terrapins. Julia Janowski caroms the puck behind her own goal. It's thrown in by Grace Carlo from the half wall, intercepting the feed intended for Herzog. This held by Hill. Batted wide of the slot. Chased down in the far corner by Evie Hill, Jenna Nauman. The offensive presence for Maryland in that battle in the corner. Liana Patrick tries to play the puck up the right side, but couldn't connect with Essick on the breakout. Patrick again, this time strips the puck from Ashley Hill. Advanced to Julia Janowski. Julia slowed up at center by Grace Wildberger, and they converge at the near wall. Wildberger recovers for the Terps. The fans thought that was an offside entry, but play continues on. 5.5 minutes gone. Jess Pittinello forced a turnover. Here's Schultz. She shoots and scores. Sam Schultz off the Pittinello takeaway. Finds the back of the Maryland net. And it's 2-0 Delaware. The forced turnover by Pittinello, causing Wraith to lose control of the puck, and that opened the door for Sam Schultz to go top shelf and record her second goal of the season. Hens have doubled up as Sam Schultz joins her line mate on the score sheet for the Blue Hens. Wildberger re-enters. Huddy gives it back to Wildberger. Back below the cage comes Skogsholm. Centering pass intended for Sneeringer. Pinballed off some Delaware sticks down low. Huddy, driven by Wildberger to the corner, did connect with Thrush, who flipped the puck clear to Nima, who's got a one-on-one. Nima looking for the lane, generates it, but a pad save by Molnar turns the puck to the far corner. Another A-grade chance for Delaware. They've generated no shortage of them today. And Nima hustles back now on the defensive to tie up Skogsholm. Chaffee works the puck free. She rifles it clear across ice to Lena Murto, who gains center. And she'll stick handle a lone hen among Terp territory. Trailed into the zone now by Lemberg. Fresh Delaware defenders on. Another net front pile-up. Gives us a pause in play with 13 minutes to go in regulation. And Delaware now with a little bit more breathing room, up 2-0 over the Terrapins. The Dubé name is synonymous with fine custom jewelry in Delaware and a 4-generation family tradition dating to 1895. Carl Dubé Jewelers also offers appraisal, design, resizing, and repair services. Find the perfect something special for your someone special. Visit Carl Dubé on Concord Pike in Wilmington Wednesday through Sunday. In Delaware for diamonds, it's Dubé. Maryland's got a 2-on-1. Patrick quick on the heels there. A shot from Wraith. The follow-up, no! Puck remains loose. Another shot, this one from distance. From Reynoso, she couldn't connect. Boyle lost her paddle. Commotion net front, and again Maddie Boyle slams the door. Here's how it all began. Boyle regathers her wares. And we'll see what goes down here as both teams retreat to their benches. Delaware is going to take a timeout. And so will we on the Delaware Hockey Network, as we thank the folks who help put the show on. Of course, it all comes our way courtesy the law office of Long and Greenberg. The Delaware Hockey Network also brought to you by Sid's Barbecue and Jerky. 412 Communications. First State Ice Hockey. Delaware Sports Medicine. Limestone Pension Associates. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning. And Carl Dubé Jewelers. Sponsorship opportunities are available, especially with the high school season getting going in a couple weeks. To learn more, email Mo at mjr@412communications.com. Hens timeout has concluded. This battered Blue Hens team hitting the reset button. Stretch pass leads to a loose puck. Molnar out of the crease, swats it up near side. The official had to duck to get out of the way. He and Molnar exchange a bon mot. Everybody's all right. And again, the Hens clear. 11:40 to go. Lemberg in a 1-on-3. Now a 1-on-4. That nifty stick handling of hers enables the other Blue Hens to change up. Lemberg takes a shot from distance. It was off its intended line. Lemberg now the recipient of a Murto centering pass, but it bounces off her stick, ends up in the near corner, where she's hauled in by Karabanova. The breakout up the near side off the stick of Lauren Wraith. Corralled by Huddy to Nima. Nima from center rolls the puck behind the Maryland goal, where Wanner recovers. Huddy holds the point. Puck bounces close. Stepping up out of the crease a good ways to cover is Sydney Molnar. With 10:46 to go, Delaware up 2-0. The Liana Patrick line coming in for the attacking zone draw. The Patrick Rink, the main rink here at the Gardens Ice House, offers about 7 or 8 rows of steeply raked seating. A great ledge from where both the Maryland Hockey Network and the Delaware Hockey Network have made their home plenty of weekend evening in the fall and winter. The Logsdon Pavilion, by comparison, 3 steeply raked rows of seating. No ledge for the media, but we make do with what we've got. As Matt said, we always do. That's one of the realities of bringing you ACHA action. You never know what you're going to get on any given day. Essick could not maintain. Her pass was intercepted. Wildberger enters the Delaware zone. She chips the puck over the head of Sam Schultz. She crashes the net. Collides with the official as she couldn't maintain her momentum. Or she couldn't check her momentum, rather. And Boyle, up with the save with 9:37 to go, gives us a chance to catch our breath. With a listen-first approach that creates a unique solution for you, the expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg are committed to providing empathetic and compassionate legal representation for individuals who have suffered injuries. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-LONG. That's 302-466-5664. Or visit injuryde.com. Nine and change to go. Hill clears. Puck taken away by Wraith. She shoots from the top of the right circle. That one blockered high and away by Boyle into the back glass. Lemberg the other direction. Couldn't chase down a loose puck up the near side. It's recovered by Maryland's Karabanova. Karabanova steered in neutral territory to the far wall by Nima. That separates her from the puck. Hill could not clear. Lemberg brings it nearly back to center. Now back it goes inside the Delaware line to Hill, where time and space avails. Breakout pass finds Murtaugh. She gains center and flips the puck into the Maryland end again with 8.5 to go. Lena Murtaugh forces a D-zone turnover from Maryland. Centering pass, lunging for it. Nima couldn't reel it in. Wraith the other way. Chips the puck past Donovan. Sweeping in as Olivia Huddy on the back check to get to it. Taken away from her. Wraith with a shot in close after a failed opportunity from Wanner. Congestion net front. Taking aim from distance was Karabanova. Boyle dropped to the butterfly just in time to direct that puck away. More net front congestion. Falling on the puck again is Boyle, and words between Huddy and Wanner net front after the whistle. Maddie Boyle has done everything asked of her and then some this afternoon for the Delaware Blue Hens. Making a darn strong case to be the first star of this one. 7:40 to go. Hens looking to take some heat out of an intensifyingly hot kitchen. It won't be here as Boyle freezes a Grace Carlo shot from the left corner. 7:27 to go. Another face-off to Boyle's right. Janowski can't work the puck free of Mastracci. Jenna Nauman, double team below the cage, plays the puck back up the near side. Mastracci down to the corner, taken out of her intended lane by Shaw Downing, who stripped the puck but couldn't advance it up the near wall to Janowski. This held in. The shot from Nauman was bothered. Her stick lifted in the mid slot, and Boyle again covers for the save and the stop with 6:58 to go. Looking at what's to come on the Delaware Hockey Network here on the 4-1-2. Plenty next weekend. On Friday, the Delaware Men's Division I home opener as they take on Drexel at Fred Rust Arena. A doubleheader Saturday, the women host Liberty. The Men's Division II team hosts the Terrapins of Maryland, and we'll hear today's videographer, Matt Facillo. He'll be sharing play-by-play duties with yours truly on a game that will be simulcast on both the Delaware Hockey Network and the Maryland Hockey Network. And then Sunday, the women will be back in action against the Liberty Flames for the second half of their two-game weekend set. Full schedule available at DelawareHockeyNetwork.com. Of course, everything at Fred Rust Arena. We invite you to get there if you can all season long. Tickets available at udelhockey.com. But if not, we've got you covered on the 4-1-2. All season long, you're in the right place for Blue Hens hockey here on the Delaware Hockey Network. 6:17 to go. Delaware up 2-0. Thanks to goals from Jess Pittinello and Sam Schultz, and stellar netminding from Maddie Boyle. Inside the final 6. Nima's going to go for a slat or for a trip. And the Hens are back on the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill with 5:39 to go. Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill starts now. Schedule your first cleaning today by visiting DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Wraith tried to pop one over Boyle's shoulder. Another scrum develops after Boyle makes the initial save. Jostling and jockeying for position net front. And the whistle sounds to give Maddie Boyle the slightest bit of respite. There's not been much in the way of rest and relaxation for Maddie Boyle here in the third period. A lot of shots have rained down. This shot not on goal. But she covers anyway with 5 and change to go after the glove save. .5:02 remaining. Face-off moves to the opposite circle. Schultz steps up to apply pressure after losing the draw. This work to the far corner. Huddy engages Wildberger. Around near side, up to Hellman working the left point. Downing takes the puck away, and she clears it as far as the Maryland blue line. Kilkiri clears the zone. Schultz works it back in over the line. 4.5 minutes to go in regulation. Delaware with a 2-0 lead over the Maryland Terrapins, and they're down a woman for the next 45. Kilkiri, pinched by Patrick to the far wall, succeeded in gaining the zone. This puck mishandled just inside the line by Skogsholm, and that forces the Terps to regroup in neutral ice. Patrick wreaking forechecking havoc. Skogsholm lost her footing of her own volition. Meanwhile, Wanner is angled off the puck in the neutral zone, and Olivia Huddy was able to clear. Final 7 seconds of this Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill go by with the Hens unscathed, and they've only got to back up their netminder for another 3:35. Thrush overskated the puck. She gets back onside as Pitnello enters. Just Pitnello backhander was wide of the cage. Karabanova reels in the rebound. Thrush got the puck back. She tried to set up Pitnello on the welcome mat again. Schultz skates a tight circle at the far half wall. She dumps the puck in. Wanner works it clear with some help of 4. And Herzog recovers for the Hens. Final 3 minutes of the contest. Wanner off the far boards. Leads to a shot from Elizabeth Braun, which is saved by Maddie Boyle. And her catch with 2:50 to go gives us a break in the action. Face off to Boyle's left. The shot from Mastracci at center point was blocked. Puck contested in the near corner. 2.5 minutes to go. Hens looking to break out of their zone and keep Molnar pinned in the net. Maryland obviously would like to see the opposite, so as to try to bring in an extra attacker and cut into this 2-0 deficit. Huddy holds the left point. Hens retreat into the neutral zone. Bend don't break at this point. Huddy again protects the left point off a failed Maryland breakout from Nauman. We've made it to the final 2 minutes of regulation from the Gardens Ice House. Janowski forced a botched breakout from Mastracci, and Chaffee turned the puck back in. This is Wildberger. Final 85 seconds. Shaw Downing stands her up. Essick clears the zone, but only just. Terps forced to regroup. Molnar stays in the cage. Shot flipped in by Grace Wildberger, paddled down by Boyle, and she freezes for the pause in play with 74 seconds to go. Victory. Well, there's no such thing as a certainty in hockey, but the odds of Maryland pulling off the upset are getting longer by the second. Now the goal is to play for your netminder. Final minute of play. Essex off, Thrush is on. Herzog stick handles her way out of Delaware territory. Cross ice pass just above the loop. The blue line was batted off its intended line. Liana Patrick preserves. Holding the point is Pitnello. Thrush keeps it in from just inside the line. Final 32 seconds. Another failed Maryland breakout, foiled this time by Schultz. To Pitnello. Schultz with a shot. This puck covered by Sydney Molnar, who, despite looking at a certain defeat today, has played magnificently in net for the Maryland Terrapins, especially with the relentless barrage of vulcanized rubber she saw through the bulk of the second period. Take nothing away from the Terps netminders' performance this afternoon. The final 13 seconds upon us as Schultz leaves the puck to Thrush. It bounces in the blue paint again. Falling on it is Molnar for another pause with 7 seconds to go. And the Hens will put a bow on a 2-0 win over the Maryland Terrapins as Shaw Downing throws the puck in from distance. And the buzzer sounds at the Gardens Ice House. Delaware improves to 3-3 on the year with a 2-0 win. Over the Maryland Terrapins. A heck of an outing from Maddie Boyle, earning her first shutout of the season and improving to 1-2. 38 saves today for Maddie Boyle. Plenty of shot activity on both sides. As we take out a Sid's 3 stars of the game presented by Sid's Barbecue and Jerky. And by virtue of her shutout, Maddie Boyle earns top star honors with 38 saves. Jess Pittinello, the second star, with the game-winning goal and with the assist that led to Sam Schultz's second Delaware overall goal. Sam, the third star, with a goal and an assist of her own. Hens are off until Saturday when they host the Flames of Liberty in the first half of a 2-game weekend set. We'll have that for you here on the Delaware Hockey Network. We'll be back on the air Friday as the Delaware Men's Division I Blue Hens host Drexel at Fred Rust Arena. Get there if you can. Game time 6:15. We'll be on the air at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific here on the DHN. For the entire crew, for our associate executive producer, Molly Jo Rosen, our field producer, Broadway Joe Sindoni, production assistant Josie Billett, videographer extraordinaire Matt Facillo rejoining us for our road trip to Anne Arundel County. James Witherite thanking you once again for your company today. The Delaware Blue Hens earn a hard-fought 2-0 win over the Maryland Terrapins in their first of 2 meetings this season. This is the Delaware Hockey Network on the 412. A copyrighted production of 412 Communications, LLC, presented by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg. Glad you've joined us this afternoon, and we look forward to seeing you again Friday with University of Delaware Men's Division I hockey action as they host the Dragons of Drexel in their 2023-2024 home opener. Good night to you all. We'll see you again soon on the DHN.